and Blade.
Well, hello there, my movie buffs. How are you? Once more, your movie guy Nick is here. And today I have a show for you with some awesome collections of mind-bending movies from the horror thriller genre. And I am quite sure that some of these movies are the most underrated ones that surely punch above their weight. So guys, don't miss these movies and sit tight, because we are going to start our today's adventure. On 6th number, we have our movie, Watcher. We all know it's never easy for a woman to move to a totally different country and adjust her life over there. And to all that, add a very strange feeling of constantly being watched over by a mysterious man with uncertain intentions. Yes, guys, I am talking about the psychological thriller movie featuring Maika Monroe, known for her roles in It Follows and The Guest. The story centers on Julia, an American woman who moves to Romania with her boyfriend Francis. As Julia becomes more convinced that she's being watched over, she becomes more paranoid. And the film explores her feelings of isolation and fear, addressing themes of surveillance, modern anxieties, and the fragility of safety. This film builds tension through its atmosphere, the psychology of its characters, and the constant feeling of being observed. Watcher received positive reviews, particularly for its tight direction and Maika Monroe's performance, with even critics appreciating the film's fresh take on the genre with a strong female lead. Hence on 6th number, Watcher. On 5th place, we have our movie Hush. Imagine a woman who is deaf and mute and got stuck in her isolated and secluded house in the woods, with a masked intruder lurking around. This man is after her life, and he will stop at nothing without achieving his goal. With no friends to help, how would she will escape from this situation? And yes, to know this woman's fate, you have to watch this movie, which centers on Maddie Young, played by Kate Siegel, a deaf and mute writer who is trapped in this situation. Unable to hear, Maddie must rely on her wits, physical abilities, and limited resources to survive, as she tries to outsmart the killer in this life or death struggle. The film is particularly notable for its innovative use of sound or lack thereof, given that Maddie is deaf. This movie shifts between sounds and silence, making the quiet moments even more tense and impactful. Hence, it's a minimalist thriller that relies on suspense and clever storytelling rather than over-the-top action, earning 5th spot on the list. On 4th place, we have movie Eden Lake. Now, first of all, tell me how you would feel if you, along with your significant other on a getaway trip, were stuck in a secluded forest, facing a bunch of unruly and impulsive teens who are dangerously messing with you for no reason. Yes, guys, I have this movie Eden Lake for you, which is a British horror thriller directed by James Watkins with an intense atmosphere and brutal realism, making it a standout performance in the survival horror genre. As what begins as an unpleasant run-in between this couple and the teens very quickly escalates into something more than that, which the couple had never expected, testing their survival instincts to an extreme length. This movie is often analyzed for its commentary on youth violence, class struggles, and the psychology of mob mentality, presenting a very grim look towards societal issues without relying on supernatural elements. If you enjoy psychological horror and thrill with intense realism and strong performances, Eden Lake is a must-watch. But be prepared. It's not for the faint-hearted ones, and thus is on 4th place on our list. On 3rd place, we have our movie Calibre. Just tell me, what would you do if you and your best friend are on a getaway weekend hunting trip, and somehow you guys are involved in a terrible and unforgiving incident that has turned the whole local community against you? Yes, I am talking about this tense British thriller, set in the remote Scottish Highlands, with 2 friends named Vaughn and Marcus who are in this fight for survival. As paranoia sets in and the situation spirals out of control, they are forced to confront their own morality and the consequences of their actions. The film is an edge-of-your-seat psychological thriller filled with tension and moral dilemmas, earning praise for its realistic approach to suspense and human psychology. The film's depiction of how a tight-knit rural community reacts to outsiders is chillingly authentic. The film's core strength lies in its ethical complexity, making the audience question what they would do in a similar situation. The movie won Best British Film Award at the Edinburgh International Film Festival, hence on third number Calibre. On second place, we have Panic Room, which is a psychological thriller directed by David Fincher. The story follows Meg Altman, played by Jodie Foster, a recently divorced woman who moves into a new home with her daughter Sarah, played by Kristen Stewart. The house has a high-tech panic room, a secure, fortified space designed for emergencies. When burglars break into the house, Meg and Sarah retreat to the panic room for safety. However, the burglars are after something more valuable than just cash. The tension escalates as Meg and Sarah must outwit the burglars while ensuring their safety, all while trying to stay alive. The film explores feelings of isolation, fear, and survival, with Fincher's signature tense atmosphere and intricate direction. Panic Room is known for its gripping pace and the intense performances of the cast. The movie is also known for Kristen Stewart's breakout role because it helped launch her career, and she would go on to become a major Hollywood star, especially known for her role in the Twilight Saga. Hence, on second number Panic Room. Top of our list is Green Room, which is a brutal and intense thriller directed by Jeremy Saulnier. Imagine that you are a member of a struggling punk rock band, and just after your performance, the band witnesses a horrific crime. And now the perpetrators of the crime, doubting your band's intentions, won't let anybody leave. What will you do in this situation? Yes, guys, I am talking about film Green Room, and here, the Green Room refers to backstage area of performers. Trapped in Green Room, the band members find themselves in a desperate fight for survival against this group of violent neo-Nazis who will stop at nothing to silence them.
So don't.
With nowhere to run and limited weapons, the band members must rely on their instincts to escape. The film is praised for its relentless tension, realistic violence, and gripping performances, making it one of the most intense thrillers of the decade. Green Room is a must-watch for fans of high-intensity thrillers, survival horror, and brutal realism. It's a film that doesn't pull punches, offering a nerve-wracking experience that stays with you long after it ends. Hence, on top, Green Room. So that will be all from my side today. I hope that everybody must have got some valuable suggestions from my list today. Guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribing to this channel. I will return next time with some more exciting movies for you. Until then, goodbye and take care.